Welcome back to Angelo's Tennis. And I was at a tennis tournament. It was a it was a USTA Pro Circuit $100,000 event. It had players ranked between 95 and somewhere around 200. And I ran into Kurumi Nara. I ran into Kurumi Nara. I had no idea who she was. I did not recognize her. I was sitting on a bench watching some players, and it was a very small bench, and there had some placements for coaches, and it was the Japanese crew that came in. The coaches came in, the players, they sat down right next to me, and Kurumi Nara was there right behind me. So I turned around, started talking, started chatting her up, started a little conversation, was asking her questions, and I had no idea who she was. And so here's a couple of things that I asked her. I asked her who or what she was doing here. Was she a player? She said she was a coach. She said she was coaching some Japanese players, and I asked her who some of her favorite players were, and she said that Yannick Sinner was her favorite player. I said no. Who are some of the girls that you're watching coming up? Like, who are some of your favorite women's players? And she mentioned a Japanese player who's playing in the tournament, Sarah Saito. I think she lost in the first or second round that day. And a couple other things. I asked her what she thought was the big difference amongst these players, amongst the successful ones, and she said that it was the speed. It was the speed of the players, and that's the main difference that she saw amongst these women players in this tournament. And she was very nice, very pleasant to talk to, very humble looking, at least. I kind of had the feeling that she didn't really want to talk to me. It was more or less like me interviewing her. However, she was very pleasant to talk to, and you would never know that she was ranked. I think she was high ranking of 30, around 35 in the WTA at one point. You would never know that by talking to her. As I mentioned, I did not recognize her. When she said she was a coach, I knew she was a player at some point, but I had no idea that she would have been ranked that high as a player. As nice as she was, and humble, being in a place like Landisville, Amish country, Pennsylvania, coaching at a USTA Pro Circuit event.